we are welcoming in Eric Raddatz from Florida Weekly. Eric, thank you so much for calling in.
I'm good. How are you doing, Nate?
Doing well. We always look forward to this. It's certainly not our first rodeo, and that leads us into our first question.
No.
We're talking rodeos, and they're moving outside because of the pandemic. Is that right, Eric?
Well, yeah, and they usually have done a lot of outdoors activity. But if you ever wondered what it's like to ride a bull, Nate, and I'm not talking about the mechanical kind that you might have tried down at the local drinking establishment. I'm talking about the real deal, 2,000 pounds of muscle torpedoes riding up and down throughout an arena. We've seen a rise in popularity with shows and riders here in Southwest Florida. We talked to some of the stars who actually make decent money in winning, what goes into holding a bull riding festivity, and where we can watch or get involved. Pick up this week's Florida Weekly to find out.
Sounds
My
pretty
frame
cool.
isn't very good for riding bulls, a little too top heavy.
I was just going to say, you might fall over a little bit. All right, well, spring training is back. I know we're all excited. We've shown the trucks arriving here. So give us the full guide to MLB teams playing here.
Find us at floridaweekly.com and pick up our guide, because we have in it all you need to know about spring training guide. Yes, there's 4 Major League Baseball teams that play in Southwest Florida. We got the Twins and the Red Sox, the Braves and the Rays. We look at all of the stadiums, all of the dates, all of the up-and-coming top prospects that you need to look out for in this week's guide. Pick us up for that free special section on everything you need to know about spring training. And I know you guys are going to be going to some games.
Oh, for sure. Capacity will be limited, but many people excited that they will be able to see a game in person. Sun Harvest Citrus in Fort Myers is celebrating 3 decades here, but this next year is going to bring some changes to the ownership, as I understand it, Eric.
That is true. So if you're just visiting seasonal, you've certainly heard of the Sun Harvest Citrus. If you live here, you sure have gone in for some juices, some delicious oranges, or had them shipped or packed to friends out of state. This week, we take a look at the ownership, the family business, which just passed through 3 generations, and they have sold the business, with a look at the history and the future as it celebrates 30 years in Southwest Florida.
And we're moving on to the lifestyle section. We're talking about a specific artist. What can you tell us?
We always like to take a look at Florida artists. This particular one, Bruce Helander, is somebody who's pretty renowned. In fact, CityLink magazine said he was the arguably most recognized and successful collage artist in the country. We speak to him and find out where we can see his work as well as his influences along the way. Be sure to look at that secondary story on the cover too, with the story, and look at Lydia Black, outgoing director at the Alliance for the Arts. We sit down with her as well.
Very cool. We love highlighting some local talent here, and it's always a pleasure to speak with you, Eric. Thanks so much for joining us.